Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Posts. It's Friday, Jersey Concepts. That's what happens on this channel. Every single Friday, we look at Jersey Concepts. We start the weekend right, we have some fun, and I've got a bit of a doozy for you today, okay? I've got something maybe a little bit untraditional. Usually we do just traditional hockey jerseys from the NHL, Winter Classic, alternates, homes, whatever. This time, the series is flags, city flags. City flags inspiring hockey jerseys or for NHL teams, and I've not seen these before. So I love flags. If you know me, I love flags. I love hockey jerseys. What a great combo for me. Should be a fun time going through these. So let's bring them up on the screen so we can go through them together and react and see them for the first time. Sam is the designer, and Sam has 32 for us. So let's bring up the first one. It's going to be Anaheim. Ooh, nice. Okay, Sam. Round of applause to Sam for including the actual city flag on there, as so we can correlate it and see the relationship between the jersey that he or she has created with the flag. So that is awesome. Now I was familiar with Anaheim's city flag, and it is beautiful. I love the colors, and it actually translates quite well to a jersey. I would say minus the stars. I think the stars are a little bit overpowering. They take away from that primary logo that's on the front, which Sam has beautifully recolorized. So I would say absolutely cool with this, but remove the stars. And this idea, like, some might be watching this and be thinking this would never happen. Like, Anaheim's never going to do a city flag inspired jersey. Well, Anaheim might not, or Boston might not, but Fanatics might decide, or the NHL might decide, okay, we're doing a full league set again like the reverse retros. The theme is City Connect or City Flags or whatever. And teams might have to agree to this. The Islanders did not want to do Reverse Retro 1 and 2. I think it was Detroit as well that didn't want to do Reverse Retro 1 and 2. Might not have been a Detroit. There's another team that didn't want to do it. They played kind of hardball. But the point is that a league-wide series is almost certainly in our future because of Reverse Retro's 1 and 2 success. So the flags, city flags, it's not that impossible. It's very plausible, actually. So good start, Sam. Next, the Boston Bruins. I'm not familiar with that flag actually at all. Maybe I was in the past, but I guess it's slipped my mind. Very strange to see blue as the primary for Boston Bruins jersey. It's very confusing. It's Buffalo Sabres because there's the B in there for Buffalo, but it's Buffalo Sabres colors. Obviously St. Louis as well, but very strange. I don't think this translates for me. I would not be okay with this. Although it's very interesting that the Boston Bruins traditional logo being circular also matches the logo in the flag. So you think that the correlation would be pretty easy, or relationship would be a pretty good transition, but I don't know, it just feels awkward. I think it's just the way that the logo is colorized. Next, the Buffalo Sabres. Okay, this is should be very familiar to most people who collect jerseys or are Buffalo fans, because the design that you see there on the flag is actually in the back of the neck, I think, in their home jersey, or maybe the away as well. So this is already imagery and creative that is used currently in Buffalo Sabres jerseys. A couple other teams in the NHL do this as well. St. Louis is another one of those teams. Maybe we'll see what St. Louis looks like here coming up. But this is a definitely cool idea. I think it expands a little bit too much on the logo itself. I almost think you might want to shrink it down a little bit, because the actual traditional Buffalo Sabres logo just looks so small. And I know it's supposed to replicate and match the flag, but it feels a little bit awkward. Okay, next North Carolina has an incredible flag. I absolutely love their state flag, and where the Hurricanes they play in Raleigh, but the team is called the Carolina Hurricanes. So it's okay to use the state flag here, I think. Now, the jersey itself is absolutely wild with the colors. Like this looks like 3 jerseys put together. So I'll probably say no for the jersey. Mostly the way that the logo is colorized, it just feels a little bit awkward. I really like the shoulders, like this area here, beautiful. The bottom of the jersey I think is nice as well, but the logo and the arms are not working for me. Okay, Columbus. Wow. I am not familiar at all with the Columbus city flag, but this is weird because Columbus, their logo, has a representation of Ohio, the state. So it's weird to see representation of their actual city, Columbus, on here. Shoulders, I think I like. Arms are nice, a little bit Calgary Flames vibes. The logo is very awkwardly colorized. Like the green just doesn't match. And I know it's pulled from the bottom. I get the idea. I get the concept. Conceptually, it's a good idea. I just don't think it executes well just based on the colors and stuff. It just, the green feels so out of place. Okay, Calgary. Okay, we've definitely seen this before. I think this is probably as well executed as you get to match a city flag if you're going to do a series like this. So this one's spot on. Next. Okay, definitely. This is going to happen. I would bet $1,000, okay? Maybe not next year, maybe not the year after, almost certainly not in the next 2 years. But eventually, the Chicago Blackhawks are going to do a city flag inspired jersey that looks very close to this. Maybe it's white with the blue accents. Maybe it's blue like this with the white accents. It's going to happen, okay? Save this clip and play it in the future. It's going to happen, whether it's in 10 years now or 15 years now. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And this is a really good example of what the possibility of that jersey could look like. Very well executed, very well recolorized logo. Good balance. Spot on, Sam. You're spot on. Colorado Avalanche. So this is likely the Denver flag, which again is a bit awkward because they're called the Colorado Avalanche. But Colorado does use the state flag on their jersey currently. So kind of with the Columbus thing, a bit of a swap here by Sam, which I'm definitely okay with. And the jersey actually matches quite well to their current home design. You get that mountain kind of pattern coming along the arm and down below. It's a little bit more prominent and pronounced in this, but it matches the state flag, or the city flag, sorry, perfectly. And it looks great. It looks great. And even the colors match to their previous branding of a team from long ago. Ooh. This is super interesting. The Dallas Stars. Was not familiar with the Dallas City flag. That is cool. I don't like the numbers. The numbers feel a little bit awkward. I think they might need some, I don't know, the bronze just feels weird in there. Maybe some black just to match the logo. But I like the split jersey design. I think that's definitely possible. I'm okay with that for sure. Wow, Detroit. Never seen that flag before in my life. Not once. It almost feels a bit Russian or something. Like if you remove the logo and you put like a traditional Russian logo in there. I know the yellow is awkward, but it just feels very European, I guess, just because of the imagery in the sleeves and stuff. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, what team is this? Oh my God, Edmonton. I didn't even see the Oilers logo in there and stuff. Super awkward logo for the front of a jersey with an old guy with a musket and a lady on there in a dress. Very strange. Like this would specialty jersey for sure, but I don't think this would be a full series. I think they might do something with the colors, maybe the arrangement, but probably a different logo, not that specific one from the flag. Next, the Florida Panthers. This one's pretty cool. Love the green that's in there and the yellow with the red. That's really cool. I think this is pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent actually. I like this one. Next, the Kings. Wow. This is wild. I did not know that was the Los Angeles City flag. That's crazy. I think it's not the colors. I think the colors are fine actually. It's the wave. It's the sharp wave pattern. It's very awkward. Not digging that, but I do kind of dig the colors. Okay, next, Minnesota Wild. Absolutely. 100%. This is great representation of flag here. Colors look so good. Well designed. Symmetrical. Yep, this is a good translation, Sam. Montreal Canadiens. Okay, so I was familiar with their city flag, and I have seen city flag inspired jerseys before. This one's not bad, but it's not the best one that I've seen designed. I think there's some awkwardness with the logo being colorized like that with the yellow, but I understand obviously it's supposed to represent the flag, with the tree in there with the same color. I just think maybe there could be some white in there, some white outline within the Montreal Canadiens logo just to kind of make it pop a little bit from the red. And just to force a little bit of separation between the yellow or the bronze or gold or whatever, and then the red. But cool arms. Wow. Okay. I like the colors, but it feels awkward. I really like the New Jersey, like the N and the J and the tail or whatever. I like that in blue. That looks good. Matches well with the shoulders, but the other color is a bit awkward. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, Nashville. This is pretty decent, actually. Like the logo itself is awkward. I don't really like the white around it. I would probably just remove the white circle. I know it's in the flag, but I would just remove the white circle and just put a white stroke around everything. I think that would look a lot better on a jersey, but it's okay. Islanders. Honestly, not too bad. Yeah, the specific shade of orange is difficult. Whoever designed that flag, not sure. Uh, Not sure how you got approval for that. Very non-accessible, I feel. Really hard on the eyes. I would add some white to it for sure, but match is okay. We continue on. Ooh, this is mega awkward. Islanders colors on a Rangers jersey. Like, that's awkward that it looks good, but it looks good. I kind of like it. Sorry, Islanders fans, but I do. I kind of like it. Yep. Sorry. Ottawa Senators. I was familiar with this city flag. Looks pretty decent. I feel like the logo is awkwardly placed, though. Something feels off. I don't know what it is, but yeah, something feels off. I don't know if it's too big or if it's too far to the right. Twisted a little bit. I don't know. Something's off with that logo. Next, the Flyers. Well, I like the arrangement. Like, the logo's huge. The logo's too big. Shrink down the logo a little bit. Maybe remove the imagery from the eye of the logo. The actual design of the jersey. The colors. Pretty good. Next, the Penguins. Wow. I don't mind the brick texture actually on the jersey. Didn't think I'd ever say that. I would have never even thought to put brick texture on a jersey. It's an immediate no. But after kind of seeing it here, it doesn't look too bad. Not a huge fan of the logo, what's going on here, but it doesn't look too bad. It's okay. Yeah, not bad. Okay, Seattle. I wasn't familiar with the Seattle city flag until actually just a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was last week in a video. I think I was filming. I think I went and looked at it. But so this is a new flag to me, but I am a little bit familiar with it. I don't think this translates to a jersey that well. Specifically, the top part here on the shoulder just feels a little bit awkward, but it's okay. Sharks, man, I like the yellow for sure. Big time like the yellow in there. The logo, the yellow in the background. I like the outline of the yellow or the gold, whatever. But I think it's just like that. The triangle pieces that are in the background, I would make those white probably. It just feels a little bit awkward, but I do like this. Here we go. Here's St. Louis. St. Louis city flag. They use that kind of wave design on the inside of their collar and some of their jerseys. This is a super awkward jersey. I think you could do something maybe a little less aggressive. I know it matches the flag basically perfectly. Sam has done the right thing here. If they were going to do this, I don't think they need to completely replicate the jersey. I think they should, or the flag. I think they should just use it as inspiration. I think. Wow, that's the Tampa Bay flag. Oh my God, is that B2? This is super interesting. What a mishmash and hodgepodge of angles and striping and colors and shapes and design. What is this? Who designed that flag? That is all over the place, and I love it. It's so ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I want it. I want that flag. I must have it. This jersey is probably a no just because the green neck feels weird, but I like the sleeves. The sleeves in the bottom of the jersey are so good. Yeah, there's something here. There's something here. You could do something cool with this. Next, this flag drives me nuts. It's off-centered. I hate it. Whoever designed this flag, not a fan. Put that in the middle. Make it symmetrical. Don't like that at all. But it's symmetrical on the jersey, so I like that. You've got that red in there, which is interesting. I'm okay with that. Not a bad jersey. It's just awkward if you like this. It's not a great flag in general, basically. Okay. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is an incredible jersey, executed perfectly from the flag. Now, I don't know if he made these before the team was announced. I can't remember when he submitted these. He or she, sorry. But this is amazing. This is probably my favorite so far. This is incredible. That is an unbelievable flag. I love it, and I love this. This is definitely my favorite so far. Wow, Vancouver. That's the Vancouver City flag. I had no idea that. I would change the way that the logo is colorized. There's too much. It needs a tertiary color. It needs to have some white in there just for some depth. But I think if you just did that, if you just added some white in that logo, just to provide a little bit of separation, this could be pretty cool for sure. Like this quite a bit. Okay, moving on to the Vegas Golden Knights. That is pretty bold. Like, I like the arms, but I don't really like the middle of the jersey, like that sash. It's gonna be a no for me. Okay, next, the Winnipeg Jets. Split design halfway. Again, you kind of get that sash look. It's not Sam's fault. I was going to say you could kind of split it like the other one, but that would go against the flag. I don't know. I'm conflicted with this one. I'm conflicted. Next to Washington Capitals, absolutely 100%. Please do this. Like, do this now as an alternate. This is incredible. Absolutely. This is number 2 for sure. And number 1 is going to be Utah. That's easy. That was an easy one. Made my decision. No fuss about it. So there you have it. That's the cool part about the community, is that sometimes we get regular NHL jerseys. Sometimes we get really unique sets like this. So Sam, thank you so much for submitting this series. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And if you've got time, down below in the comment section, let me know which jersey that you like the most. And of course, if you want to get into designing jerseys, you can definitely do that. You can use the template that you saw in this video. It's a flat lay design. You can get it from sportstemplates.net. I can save you money as well if you use my code POST2POST. It'll take 10% off of the template. There's also the regular jersey template that you see in some other videos, as well as other hockey templates too. Not just jerseys, there's full uniforms, there's arenas, there's sweaters, there's all kinds of stuff in other sports, and some free ones as well. So even if you don't want to purchase anything, go get some free ones. They're available right now on sportstemplates.net. But if you get any templates, use my code POST2POST. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Hoping you're having a great start to your weekend. And we'll come back at you next week with some more videos. I've got some fun ones planned, so subscribe if you're not. Love to see you next week. Adios.